Hello everybody and welcome back to Dyson Sphere Program Rise of the Dark Fog. And in between episodes I've thought about what I want to do next, and I feel like I have postponed the actual Dyson Sphere build for quite a while now. I will be getting power from the Dyson Sphere, I think. Maybe, but I do want to start working on the Dyson Sphere because it is one of the things I want to achieve in this episode, and that is to actually build a full Dyson Sphere that is all 10 layers producing electricity at the same time. And well, to do that, we're first of all gonna not look at this system. Serious, the starting system will always be, or at least as far as I know, default settings will always be a can I? Okay, I need to actually click on the star. It's a type G star. It's a luminosity of 1. And I think it's always very close to a luminosity of 1, which is decent when you compare it to other things like, for instance, let's say this one with a luminosity of 0.9, or when you go to the red stars, the luminosity really drops 0.4. This one has an abysmal 0.7. But the best places to build Dyson spheres is actually the O-type stars. And we have in this system 3 of them. We have this one which has a 2.2 luminosity, that is more than double. We have one, I think, over here, which is 2.1, so just a bit lower, but still more than double than our home system. But those are very far away, and also there is a better alternative that is right underneath our noses. This one over here is a 2.5 luminosity, 2.51, which is the highest that we have amongst all the systems here. We also have quite a few things over here. We have fire ice, we have kimberlite ore, silicon, grating, crystals, sulfuric acid if we want to switch production over here. Also hydrogen, deuterium are plentiful. So definitely something to look for. Now, if we look here, though, we will see that we have a hive, and the best place to launch both rockets and spheres is from the planet closest to the star. This planet has sulfuric acid built in, we have a bit of coal, we will be originally relying on hydrogen fuel to supply this planet, or maybe we'll use deuteron, I don't know. Maybe we'll just use deuteron because it's going to be easier to set up and I don't need to go to the gas giant. But if we take a look at this planet, there's quite a bit of cleanup we need to do. 7 stations maybe. There are 4 stations on this one, not that many. If we take a look at this one, this is just the 1 station, quite light. And this one is again just the 1 station, so not a huge footprint. The hive is quite big, actually. I don't have the unit count, but I'm guessing this is somewhere close to 1,000 units. We will need to take that hive out. So the plan is go here, maybe land on one of the poles. This seems a bit too close to their bases. Actually, I might land on the equator over here somewhere. Putting a marker would be so nice. Or the ability to put a marker would be so nice, but alas. And we are going to clean up this, set up the pole. I'm gonna use the poles to build the launch sites for both rockets and sails. And well, that's the plan for the next few episodes. This planet we are actually getting close to a bit of balance point. I am expecting everything on the home planet to run out of resources. You can actually see that this one has now slightly increased. Come on, I want to click on the bloody processors. There we go. Processors are over there. They've disappeared again from my list. There they are. So the inputs are here, they are all working. Let's set up this to a more realistic number. Given the fact that we have all the inputs and all the factories are working, it means that we haven't set the correct numbers for it. So we have how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 16 per side. Are we splitting here? Yes, we are splitting. So 16 per side for a recipe that has 6 seconds for one. So this should be 16 at 16 seconds. I'll actually add in a bit of a buffer. So, did I say 16? At 6 seconds. Yes, 16 at 6 seconds. Okay, that makes more sense. For some reason I thought I said 16 seconds. And this is, well... I was saying that I will add a bit of a buffer. So this should no longer be yelling his lungs out. This one might be a bit unrealistic. The build was fairly small, but... Let's take a look at what I have in my inventory. I do have plasma turrets just in case we are gonna get attacked. I can import ammo for plasma turrets. I won't be carrying ammo with me, nor rockets. And let's see. I have the mini fusion power plants, which I'm gonna use. I have ILSs, I'm full of belts, sorters. I don't have missile turrets, so I need to get missile turrets. I want to get Babs, stack up on Babs and signal towers. And then I will be placing down the missile turrets and cleaning up the base, getting some free power from those bases as well. And then I will want to get the EM rail ejectors and the vertical launch silos, wherever they are. I thought I had some on me. I guess I don't have any on me. That's weird. Anyway, vertical launch silo. So I do need to head back to Sirius. Sirius 4, our home planet, and do a bit of a shopping before before heading out. I guess I could have landed anywhere actually. What? Why? Well, it's obvious why, but is this? Because this is out of deuterium. That's why. Do you have anything stored? Do you have anything stored? So I guess the question is, how do I... Now this is where I talk about priorities in the previous episode or a few episodes back comes into play. This is full of deuterium, though. If that is full of deuterium, that means that... Can I put this to local demand too? Will that mean that you'll actually be delivering something here? Because obviously I want my priority to be this one. This is producing fuel, or at least the outbound priority. I want to always have fuel for these ones. And we'll figure out the rest later. Did this manage to produce... I think that this will manage to produce at least a few cells. That should be enough to keep the base going. Power is still very low. I need to reactivate as many of these as I can manually, so that we can get production kick-started again. So unless... Okay, this should be power no longer struggling. But yeah, I have no idea how to ensure that this will always get prioritized. Maybe if I put in space warpers over here and fully mine the gas giants as well, I might be able to better keep up with throughput requirements. But this is a bit of a problem now because I was counting on actually having some reserves here to be able to fuel up my expansion base. And this is currently still struggling to to keep these ones running. Well, this will eventually restart. How am I doing with fuel on me? Fuel on me is quite great, and maybe I won't need that much fuel for taking over the planet. This is empty now. Okay, for now I'll actually turn this off. I need to remember that I've turned it off to turn it back on again. How are you doing? Well, you are producing, but well, this is consuming way more than this. But it's good that that build is producing. This should pile up. Okay, do I have any thermal generators on me? I will go with plan B over here. And this is why I've actually put these on the bus. I knew that at some point I will need them. 15, that's not great. I needed 40 of these. That's 4. I need to wait for 6 more. And while that's happening, I need to go over there and set up the limit to 4 stacks. And the reason why I want 4, this is generating just 3 per minute. That is not much. The reason why I want 40 is because that is the amount of orbital collectors I need in order to fill up a gas giant. I will help. 4, 5. How many do I have on me? That is perfect. And let's get rid of some of the things that I've picked up and that I do not want to carry on me. Okay, so just to make sure, I still have rockets here. Where's my rocket build? Over here. Yes, rockets are still here. I'm still gonna use the level 1 rockets. This level of difficulty, we don't need more than that. That is obviously gonna run low, but as long as this one is being supplied, that is all I'm looking for. And okay, we have the belt fully stacked. We have 170, so I might try to use these ones first. So let's go. I need to set the destination again. It was this star, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. Let's take a look over here. Let's go to this one. Did that set the destination here? I can usually see a line. Well, the line is there, so... I should have... Oh, what's happening? Yeah, I do not want to engage the dark fog there. Was pretty sure that I could travel at faster speeds than what I'm currently traveling at, because at this rate I will run out of power. I do have my very best power generation, well, currently available. But I guess we need to wait for a second and I want to check while we're waiting. I guess maybe it was just AU, because this is an increase of 3 AU, so that should take me to 15 AU. Okay, maybe this was just that far away. 1.5 light years. I am hopefully not overconfident in the fact that I have enough power. We need to look for this one. I was overconfident. We are in AU range though, so next warp we will be able to actually land. Threat here is low. I want to check back on the home. There was something I should have done before leaving Sirius, and that was to make sure that at least on Sirius 1 there's no bases. I was on Sirius 4 and it didn't look like they've dropped any bases, so that's good. We are lucky with that. Here, even if they build extra bases, which they actually have, I don't really care. This should be enough energy to close the gap. What was happening? Looked like I was just going the wrong direction. North Pole. I want to build in this region because it's gonna give me more consistent space to build, and let's see what we can do with 14 missile turrets. And now I'm wondering what else I have forgotten. I got so distracted with power that I never actually took time to look at what else I might be needing, or remembering, because I said I need laser turrets, and well, these two were optional. I don't really need that many of them, but those two were the laser turrets were not as optional. Anyway, let's request missiles. Let's request this. I'll make sure to limit this at a very small quantity. Remote demand. And let's set up power generation. As soon as I set up power generation, these guys will start kicking and screaming. So before setting up power generation, actually, let's set up my laser turrets. So I have 14. I'll go maybe like over here and set up the First laser turrets, 4, 5, 6, 7. Can I build some? Doubt it. Yeah, I cannot build. This is terrible. I don't know if I'll be able to sustain this. Do I need... Oh, it was because one of them decided not to place. I think what I'm doing is I'm actually clicking and then trying to move too fast, and it's a click and the game detects it as a click and drag. Let's get... I will keep room to expand that backwards, but for now I will drag another belt like this and build maybe 6 of these guys. That's a reasonable number. This should allow me to kickstart power production over here. And let's see. This needs to be in range 2. And we have everything covered by the turrets. So I will just take a bit of fuel from my inventory. This should be enough to get this to charge. So this is inbound. As soon as I have power here, rockets should be inbound as well. Do I have space warpers for rockets? I might not have space warpers. What's my supply? My supply is 15, so I'm pretty confident in giving those up. Now I could import some of these things. I just need to import a bit of steel and a bit of copper. Missiles are coming through. I need to set a filter here. We do have deuterium fully proliferated. That's the one that we want. I'm just waiting for the rockets to come through. And I will actually steal 60 of these for my mech. I am a bit, I guess it took this one, and I don't know how much energy a trip costs, so it might be quite a bit of energy. What's our sufficiency? We have 121 megawatts. Yeah, there we go. I want to charge this ILS a bit quicker, even if that means burning fuel at a faster pace. We'll still be burning that fuel, kind of regardless. And while this is all happening, it might take a while. Let's take a look at our system. This is a pretty awesome star. 2.5 is one of the higher numbers that you can get. And remove cells in orbit. Can I delete this orbit? Can I edit this orbit? So I do not want to show. Well, I'll actually keep it. This is where the game performance will actually bottleneck when building the Dyson Sphere, the Dyson Swarm. Now I do want to enable this to be able to get a few orbits going. So the idea for this is I want the orbit to be as big as possible. This will be 0, this will be, sure, starting here. Interesting, but no thank you. So I will be creating I want to create 20 orbits in total. That is 360 degrees divided by 20. That is 18 degrees in between orbits. So let's put it like this. I'll be creating just the first few orbits. Uh, 36, next one is 54. Orbit inclination and longitude doesn't really matter. Orbit radius is the one that's important. So 54, next one is 60, 72. And let's go just one more, which is at 90 degrees. So, except the first one, we now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 orbits covering 90 degrees. Why are rockets not here yet? I did expect rockets to make it through. I guess these are the rockets, but man, they take their sweet time. Okay, I need to get my personal reserves out. And hit the right buttons. Because all of these guys will be kicking and screaming at my door very soon. I was afraid for a bit there that I'm being attacked on another planet. Fortunately, that was not the case. Finally, we have rockets inbound. So now that we have rockets inbound, let's cut this down to 60. And let's start taking out bases. That might be too close. So, signal tower over here. Okay, the level 15 base is very far away, so on a totally different planet. We have level 15. Having level 15 means that our main belt is actually clogged. Reason for which I will, even though very late, try to turn off everything until I can get back to sort that one out. Now, as you can see, this is painfully slow. No, it's all inbound. There's no resources. Maybe, oh yeah, it's this one. I actually want to get it as soon as possible. No, I don't have any of those things. What? What am I missing? Probably missing, well, iron. I thought I had more engines on me though. Okay, so I need 6 engines, and I don't require engines for that. I guess let's get some engines in. This should go immediately out, but it's gonna take a long while until they're actually in. Well, it is one extra. One extra thing. One extra turret. Let's go ahead and have a chat with these guys. I will place down 2 babs over here and then go a bit more aggressive. And this should... Oh, don't hit me, please. I'm not the threat here. Well, I'm the threat, but still don't hit me. I need to get used to the fact that it takes a bit longer to clear up the bases. There's still something over there. Sure, you're attacking. You are the most dangerous things ever. Now let's get rid of you. So preemptively I will queue up engines. It will take a good 2-3 minutes, maybe. I think it's gonna take up to 4 minutes to get everything in here. I could make this into a farm base, but I do not want to mix my Dyson Now I actually want to eliminate everything in here, because including the space dark fog. Will this be instantly obliterated? Yes, that is way too close. This is much better. 4 is still up. Interesting. I am focusing not to lose any more. I think I've lost 1 or 2 of them in the last attack. What's happening? Okay, 2 of them apparently got away and managed to cut up my power connection. I didn't see that one coming. That should be everything else. So that's it for that base. Okay, I did not expect that one to be a problem. Do I have any of these? No, I do not. I will just use the regular power poles, I guess. How many bases? I have 1, 2, 4 more bases. It's not that bad. Although I would have preferred not to forget so many things when coming to attack. Oh, actually I might not have lost any. Do I have engines delivered? Not yet. So these ones I can turn off now. I don't want to get them in my inventory just yet. How long for my... this is the one carrying... carrying the engines. But yeah, not forgetting to pick up the missile turrets would have been lovely. Or destroyed, so that means we're down to the last 3 bases over here. I do hope my power poles are enough though. So let's have a look at the planet. Where are the last 3 bases? In the opposite direction of where I have built so far. Okay, this one is pretty close, and I guess I will the other one I'll expand in the other direction. I do need to drag power poles to form the permanent connection to be able to mine. This is off. Let's get a few engines, and at least for the last few guys, 12 more turrets. That's almost doubling the production, I guess. Maybe it was worth the effort. Maybe it wasn't. I will wait for them to finish building before I head back to place them. Actually, I am just here. I might as well get some of them down. They should have all should have power. Yeah, all have power. And I have 2 more. Oh, should be slightly better. Well, I've doubled my offensive capacity. It's interesting that they're choosing to hit me rather than the analysis tower, signal tower. Down to 26. I might have to resort to keeping power analysis towers. Actually, now that I have a bit of spare power, let's go ahead and I will place down a few of them. Defend, at least on one side. Oh wow, that expands my power pole reach by quite a bit. So I could just go like this. Babs quick. They're all level 1, level 2 bases, so nothing too fancy happening. Stop hitting me. We're slowly grinding them down. Already out of reach? I'm fairly sure that I'm not out of ammo, so I'm guessing it's the... Yeah. I'm trying not to get too close to not get my mech damaged. So also the combination of analysis tower and power pole is quite nice. It allows me to expand quite far away. Will this be in range? Yes, that is in range. Okay, I'm getting lasers shooting here. Although it looks like they're not doing that much damage. Let's go ahead and dig a bit deeper into the base. Core destroyed. Probably a few laser turrets left, but that's nothing to be alarmed of. High energy laser towers, yes. Yes, they were shooting somewhere else. Well, it is a very long travel distance. I think we're on the other side of the planet right now. I'll leave that one there. I will use, hopefully, one power pole will be enough. 2 power poles. So this is enough to connect everything. And we have set a foothold on this planet. I think that's gonna be it for this episode. In the next one, I will look at taking out the... Well, I do need to clear out the other planets before being able to take out the Dark Fog Hive in this system. Let's have a look at... Can I go into... I need to be in space, I think. Dark Fog units inside... Okay, it's not reading that far away apparently. That's no biggie, let's head back. So, in between episodes I will do a quick trip back home to get a few more turrets. I do not want to leave this planet undefended and might be able to just use ground squadrons to take these ones out, but at the same time I might set a temporary ILS just to clean everything up. Nothing too fancy. Basically pretty much what I've done here. This will be permanent though. We will use this as our base of operations, but that being said, thank you all very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this episode and I will see you here next time.